It's the 25th of March. This is Tom Feigay and Glen Hockley. We're at the Bangor Auditorium. And tonight, in concert, the Geils Band. And we plan to interview Peter Wolf, the lead singer, and Magic Dick, the great harp player of the world-famous Geils Band.
This should be a much more informative interview than we had 2 weeks ago with David Cassidy. And it will turn out to be a long and interesting interview. We will find out about themselves as people and as musicians. And in a few moments, you will hear the interview.
I was talking to the group before they came on tonight, and these guys are really crazy. So this should be a very funny and amusing interview of the Geils Band. Now I'm with Pete, lead singer of Geils Band. Pete, this is the first time in Bangor Auditorium. I've seen many concerts, but I've never seen a crowd reaction like I saw tonight.
Because the motto is don't hold them, bang them, and Bangor.
How many concerts do you usually do a year, like this year so far?
Well, how many days are there in a year? Multiply that by 6, and we probably got it. We've been working a lot on the road, you know. And I don't know, sometimes when we go back home, we're so used to being on the road, we check into a hotel.
Where's your home? Where you guys make your home?
Well, we make our home in Boston.
Where in Boston?
Just all different parts. Some live in this part, some live in that part, some live in that part.
How do you like the state of Maine?
Maine is really nice, really nice. Maine and Vermont, two like our favorites. Just we know a lot of good people in Maine, and there are just a lot of places that we've been up to.
You had a concert in Colby a couple months ago, I imagine.
Right. But the audience here tonight, we thought were really good, and we need a really good audience, or we just go boom.
How did Magic Dick get? What's his real name? How did he get that name?
His real name is Mr. Dick.
His first name?
His first name is Magic. They took one look at him and said, "This ain't no name, the Magic Dick." And they said, "Kuba Muga Gagalunga." That was it.
And is Geils? What's his real name? Geils?
Geils. Giles. And we just we use the name like Booker T and the MGs use it, or Santana. It's just like a group name.
Do you plan on having a new album out? And if you do, will it be a continuation of rock and roll?
Only rock and roll. Only the best and later for the garbage. No cash because you ain't going to get no trash.
On a television show that was recently aired, a couple of guys from the band stated that Chuck Berry was a great influence in their music. How is it that most rock artists find it that he is Mr. Rock and Roll and not someone like Jerry Lee Lewis or Little Richard?
Well, no, you see, I think what it is that everybody has a favorite, and Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Elvis, just everybody contributed. There's some been major influences, of course, but Chuck Berry being one of the majors. So, it's this individual thing, my particular favorite is Connie Frank. And the way that gal moved just drove me crazy. I'm only kidding, of course.
And do you think that rock and roll...
I'm only kidding, of course. She's a nice lady and everything. But I like Chuck Berry better.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that this rock and roll revival, which is taking place now, is
There's no such thing as a rock and roll revival because rock and roll never died.
Well, that's the answer I wanted.
If it's all night, it's all right. Make your knees freeze and your bladder splatter.
Did you guys ever get on with Sean and at all?
We're good friends with Sean now. We work a lot with them. The only trouble is that after they get done with the set, we can't get on because there's too much grease on the stage. So we have to de-suds it. They're good people.
What do you think of Billy Graham's decision on closing the Fillmore back on the 27th of June?
Reverend Billy Graham, I didn't even know he owned it.
No, not that Billy Graham, the other Billy Graham, from the Fillmore.
Oh. Bill Graham! Bill Graham! Well, it was really sad because I think everybody, who else? Steven, I think you say that's one of the favorite places. I think every group. Fillmore East was the best. Only the best and later for the garbage. Better than the West, better than the North, better than the South. Yeah, it was just really good. And he was really one of the people responsible for keeping rock alive today. As a matter of fact, a lot of our success we owe to him. He and Premier Talent, Frank Barcelona, those two people really helped us do the thing.
Where did you originally start?
Originally, we started in the cellar. We all met. No, it was in a jail. We all were just sitting around. Right.
Do you have another?
We said, well, when we get out, how many more months you got, Steve? And Steve said 4. And I said, I got about a year and stuff. And so he got out together. He worked a day job in the factory, getting paychecks and everything like that.
What were you in jail for?
We're not at liberty to disclose the information right now. I'm only kidding. We're really in an institution. That's where we met.
Right.
Yes. The University of Perversity. We're in our 3rd year, and we all had scholarships, and we were going to continue in our 4th year, and we decided to drop out and get a band together. Matter of fact, Mac Dick here was the man who taught the school for the tool.
That's right, the University of Perversity, where you learn to leave it out if it looks good out, and then take it out if you're in doubt.
Right. And he's always in doubt. Matter of fact, the reason we usually don't ask him to do interviews or anything is he's on a 3-second tape delay. We usually
3
take
minutes.
3 minutes, yes.
Most of the time, 30 minutes.
Right, and so when you ask him a question, it takes him like about 30 minutes before it gets to him. He's still playing music out there. You're off.
Here's a good question for you.
I'm still going on.
Here's a final question for you.
It hasn't been on.
Oh, you're kidding.
All right, we met.
It has.
It wasn't on.
Sure it was.
It wasn't on.
Believe me, it was.
I don't think it was on.
Piano player couldn't make it for that
Yeah,
one.
that was part of what I was going to talk to you.
You guys got the same machine?
Wait till I kick this thing rolling. Yeah, because mine came from the federal government. I'll bet his did.
Get in a chair, man. Make it a lot easier.
As a final question, who would you like to see as president?
Who I'd like to see as president? Wolfman Jack.
Wolfman Jack. That's good enough. Thanks a lot.
They know. I don't know who I'd like to see as president, but like I know I'd like to see as vice president.
Who's that?
When I figure it out, I'll tell you.
Okay, fine.
It'll be a girl though.
Okay.
It really will.
Shirley Chisholm?
I don't know. Who would you like to see as president?
Who would I like to see as president?
Yeah. I think Mark Twain.
No.
Anybody?
Thank you. Cat out. You girl, this is not a contract.